Hello, my dears and my darlings. Welcome to your love and romance reading for November. I forgot what month it was for a second here. November 2022. This is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Happiest of birthday to all of our November Sun sign Scorpios. We're going to see what's coming up here. I am setting the intention here for November 2022. You may stumble upon this video at a later date. That's just fine. You're going to see it whenever you're meant to hear the messages. Keep in mind this is a general reading for the collective. Therefore, not every single message is going to resonate, and that's okay. Just take what does and leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dears and my darlings, let's see what's coming up here for the Scorpio collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for love and romance. First card coming up here is the Hanged Man. It's a major arcana card. Now, a lot of people get really bummed out when they see this card because they think it means nothing's happening. And that's not the case. That's not the case at all. Sometimes the Hanged Man comes up for me in a reading to say, but careful what you wish for because you're about to get it. It's on its way. It doesn't necessarily mean that you've wished for something that's going to be bad for you, but there may be things you haven't taken into consideration that you need to be aware of so that you don't have this situation of expectation versus reality, or like, I don't know if I want to call it buyer's remorse. There may be something about the situation you're failing to see. To me, the Hanged Man in a reading is like this cosmic timeout. Like your guides, your angels, the universe is putting things on a brief pause to give you a moment to see something you've been missing. So this is an excellent time for some self-reflection, prayer, meditation. You could even ask your angels and guides to help you see whatever you might be missing, whatever kind of maybe like you haven't seen, or that they're trying to show you, like, hey, are there any signs I've been missing? I'm ready to see them. I'm ready to accept them. I'm ready to embrace them. Help me to see what is going to be in my best and highest good to see at this time and to know. Help me to realize anything I might be missing about the situation, or about, like, what is kind of coming in here in the days ahead. Keep in mind the Hanged Man is a major arcana card. So the major arcana cards are going to come up when this is a situation directly connected to something we came here to learn, something we came here to experience. So the fact that we have major arcana cards here already, okay, at the foundation, I'm going to be very honest with you, Scorpio. I feel some of you are calling in a partner or a soulmate that's challenging your way of looking at things, or not challenging it in a way of like in a aggressive way, or like in a way where they're trying to fight you, or they're trying to prove that they're right. They may be raising some questions. This could be someone who really enjoys debating, or this could be someone who just really enjoys having deep conversations. Again, be careful what you wish for, because maybe some of you Scorpios have been specifically manifesting that. We Scorpios, we hate small talk, right? Small talk is very awkward for us. It's kind of like a waste of time a lot of the time. And so maybe some of you have been saying, I want someone that I can have deep conversations with. Well, here you go, my dear. Here you go, my darling. Some of these conversations may be taking you down a rabbit hole that are making you really kind of study things, research things, and kind of, I'm not going to say second guess yourself, but really examine some of your opinions, some of your stances, some of the ways that you've been seeing things. And maybe in some cases, Scorpio, maybe for some of you, you are the person who's opening up the other person's mind. Obviously, there could be a mutual thing where you guys are, manifesting each other's presence in each other's lives, but you may be helping each other to expand their thinking or see things from a different perspective or see things in a different way. Or this could be a soulmate that's coming in where you guys have agreed that in this lifetime you were going to come together romantically at this stage of your journeys, spiritual journeys, and go through an awakening together. Okay? So there could be something really significant here in this way for a lot of you. The next card that's coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Five of Pentacles. Now, this reminds me of a message that came up for Scorpio a few months ago in the love readings. This is just my observation. I feel like Scorpios, and you guys let me know in the comments if you've had this experience. I feel like Scorpios, because Scorpios are a sign of transformation. Scorpios are referred to as the phoenix rising of the zodiac. Scorpios go through a lot of shedding of the skin in this lifetime. They go through several stages of transformation, of ascension, of like changing. And so I feel for that reason, people who tend to get involved with Scorpio romantically are usually going through some transformation themselves, or they're going through some kind of shift, some kind of change. And so this is why they gravitate towards Scorpio. Now, this person's friends and family, what happens when someone starts changing? When someone starts changing, and it happens to Scorpio. Scorpio goes through this too when Scorpio is going through changes. Friends and family are like, we don't like this. Like, we don't like where this is coming from. We don't like, these changes. We want you to go back to the Scorpio you were before, and we were all good. We were all happy. But like these changes are weird or they're uncomfortable, right? So you've experienced that in your life. And so now that this person's going through changes, their friends and family don't like the changes. Their friends and family want them to stay on the level they were at, to stay the way that they were. So what happens? Obviously, they blame Scorpio. Oh, this is Scorpio. Scorpio is doing this to you, right? Yeah, Scorpio has gotten inside your head. Scorpio's filling your head with all kinds of ideas. Scorpio's controlling you. We don't like the influence Scorpio has on you. And what happens? Scorpio becomes the bad guy. Scorpio becomes the wicked witch who came into town and ruined everything, right? And so I do feel here, Scorpio, that some of you are going to be dealing with a person or relationship. And maybe it's a mutual thing. Maybe in some ways this is happening for you. But I feel some of you are dealing with a personal relationship where this person is kind of going out on a limb for this relationship. They're going out on a limb to be with you or to take the next step with you or to go the next level with you. Maybe you guys have already been dating and now you're coming into November and things are getting more serious. And now people are saying, look, we've been tolerating this for a while, but if you start living with Scorpio, or if you guys get engaged, or if you guys actually get married, I'm done. I'm out of here. I don't want to talk to you anymore. There could be something with this person that they're having to choose between the relationship with you and getting more serious or taking the next level of the relationship with you and their current way of life or their current friends or their current circle or a certain group. For some of you, there could be a religious aspect. Maybe some of you are walking away from a religious thing, or they may be walking away from a religious thing in order for you all to be together. But there could be something here in terms of like having people turn their backs, turning their backs, right? I know when these things kind of happen, it can be frustrating that you feel like you don't have people supporting you or people happy for this relationship or connection. But I feel some of you are dealing with a person who maybe is making certain sacrifices to be with you. And even though like they're changing, they're growing, they're waking up, they know that what they're walking away from no longer serves them. And, people might be turning their back on them, but it's for the best. it's still gonna sting. It's still gonna hurt. And I think Scorpio, a lot of you are gonna be tempted to be in the mindset of, oh, well, good riddance, right? Like, good riddance to bad rubbish. You didn't need them anyway. They were bad. They were low vibrational. You know, you're ascending. You don't need them. You might be tempted to have that stance, but I would encourage you to be supportive of this person, to be reassuring, to be comforting, you know, and just kind of understand that even though maybe this is toxic energy leaving their life, or casting them out, doing them a favor, essentially, even though that might be the case, I feel like some comforting can go a long way. Like, just comforting this person, reassuring this person, instead of being like, oh, well, they were low vibrational, they were toxic, you don't need them anyway, right? Like be consoling to this person, be comforting to this person. Five of Pentacles can also be that this is a time of transition where economically one of you maybe isn't doing the best. Maybe both of you are going through economic changes at this time, maybe one worse than the other. But I feel here with this Five of Pentacles, you know, one of the meanings of Five of Pentacles is like a loyal lover, a loyal friend in trying and difficult times, where you get through those hard times and you become closer. It's a strong relationship of like having each other's back and being there for each other and being in each other's lives for the right reason, being around each other for the right reason, and the relationship growing and becoming stronger. You may even, because of these economic challenges, you may be doing things together that honestly are bringing you closer together, because there are things that aren't going to cost a lot of money, and those are the things where we're interacting, we're engaging, we're talking, we're spending time together. So it's actually going to be better. Where sometimes people say, well, you know, I'm not in a position to date right now, or to be in a relationship because I can't go out, I can't do this, I can't do that. And a lot of that is nonsense, because that's not needed to get to know somebody, right? We don't have to be eating out at a restaurant to get to know somebody. We don't have to be going to the theater or going to concerts, or, you know, whatever it might be. We're going to get to know somebody by being in each other's presence. And it doesn't cost money to be in anybody's presence. The next card that, well, I should rephrase that. There are certain people that it might cost us money to be in their presence, but that's not what we're talking about. That's not what we're looking for here for relationships. So, next card coming up here for the Scorpio collective is the Six of Wands. Okay, and so here we have victory, overcoming challenges, overcoming obstacles. Six of Wands is the truth being revealed. So maybe, Scorpio, some of you are having a hard time with looking like the bad guy here. But Six of Wands can come up a lot of the times when, like, there's a vindication, there's a validation. The truth comes out, and the things that you're being accused of, it becomes very clear and evident to everyone that that's not the case. These things aren't true. These accusations aren't true. These rumors aren't true. The fact that this is coming up in the same reading makes me feel like it's not going to be a long period of time for this to happen. You might have this whole kind of ordeal close up in the month of November, where November people are saying bad things and like turning their backs and saying we don't support this relationship, but something can happen in a very short period of time where you're being redeemed, you're being vindicated, you're being validated, or something is happening that people know, okay, Scorpio is not the Wicked Witch. Scorpio is not a bad person. So it could be that you're coming through in some way and helping this person's family, or helping their close friends, or doing something for this person that is like showing them or letting them know that, you know, you're not you're not trying to control them or keep them away. Maybe some of you are being invited to, it's like a holiday thing, and people are having a chance to be around you, and they're like, oh, okay, Scorpio's not so bad. So there could be a bit of a rough kind of period here where people don't like you, people don't want to accept you, people don't want to embrace you, and then like they're kind of coming around that, okay, Scorpio's not so bad, kind of thing. Six of Wands could also say whatever challenges you're having in this relationship, you're going to overcome them. You're going to overcome the challenges. The thing that I like about the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Wands is it's like literally fitting together here as like a story. Five of Pentacles is challenging times and sticking together, sticking it out together. And then Six of Wands is victory, right? We won. We worked this out. We found the solution. So I feel here, Scorpio, that this is a relationship where both of you are coming into it committed to make it work, right? Like, okay, things aren't going to be perfect. There's going to be challenges. You're not going to have perfect friends and family. I'm not going to have perfect friends and family. We're not going to see eye to eye about everything. We might have some different views, but yet we're able to understand each other. We're able to work past these differences, and we're able to focus on the connection. We're able to focus on the similarities and the common goals and work out any of the challenges, right? This is really positive. Next card coming up here, ooh, for the Scorpio collective is the Sun. Holy cannoli. These are good cards, Scorpio. Okay, another major arcana card. Now, when I have major arcana cards coming into a reading, like more than one or back to back, it tells me that there's a lot of past lives with this person. There's a very strong connection, and that this is gonna challenge you. It's gonna bring vulnerabilities to the surface, and negative ego is gonna come up and tell you, oh, you're not good enough. Oh, like all the things are gonna come up that are gonna make you feel insecure, or oh my gosh, I'm crazy about this person. What if it doesn't work out? Or what if they don't like me? Or like we might kind of have to ground ourselves. You have to just take a moment and ground yourself and just clear out those negative thoughts. Prayer, a positive affirmation, meditation, because it might be bringing up vulnerabilities because there's such a strong connection and maybe a lot of feelings. But the Sun card is very positive. Now, in terms of astrology and astrology having a connection with the tarot cards, the Sun card could be that some of you are dealing with a Leo or somebody that has a Leo placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you have a Leo placement, you may be meeting this person through this area of your life or through those houses. The Sun card, however, in a reading, for me, especially in a love reading, the Sun card is a true love card. A true love card. And it's happiness. It's like inner child being very happy. Your inner child and their inner child play really well together. And it's a card that comes up for me in my readings when you're breaking out of codependency. So it could be that maybe both you and this person were raised up in a codependent environment and you learned to be codependent, and maybe previous relationships have been codependent, and maybe you've been aware of this, Scorpio, and you've already been working to get out of it, right? Like maybe you've dated somebody for a while and you've been like, oh, nope, this is codependent. Nope, no, thank you. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to fall into this cycle again. We can be friends, and like you might be putting boundaries. But I feel like this is a person that can also recognize that and see that in their relationships. Like their eyes are open to it now. Oh, I've been dating this person, and oh gosh, like they're trying to pull me back into the codependent stuff. I don't want to be codependent. So like both of you may be able to identify this, but in this relationship together, you're going to be able to shift out of codependency. So this is going to be a healthy relationship where you guys are both really happy to see each other shine. You're really happy to see each other get attention because there's nothing but trust here. Like you trust each other, you have faith in each other, you want each other to be happy, you want each other to be successful, you have your interests and goals outside of the relationship, they have their interests and goals outside of the relationship. Of course, you have common interests and goals also, but you have a sense of autonomy, right? Like you're not finding your identity inside of each other, or this relationship's not what's giving you your identity. And so you're free to be yourself. You don't have to hold back. You don't have to play small. You don't have to do everything together. You don't have to be conjoined at the hip. And so this is a relationship where you're going to experience true love, freedom, happiness, being able to shine, being able to be your own person, and being able to celebrate each other, but also a sense of playfulness, right? A sense of playfulness, which I think is going to be a big shift for a lot of you Scorpios, because let's face it, we Scorpios, we love the deep, dark things, right? And when we're getting to know people, we love to have deep conversations. We love to get into the deep emotional stuff, and we're comfortable talking about, all of the heavy things, or like, like childhood stuff, or like childhood traumas, or like exchanging those kinds of stories. And it doesn't depress us, because we feel like, oh, here's a way that I can really get to know this person. Here's a way that I can really let them get to know me, and like bare my soul and show my soul. But the thing about the Sun card is you can form a bond that's not through exchanging all of those heavier, deeper, darker experiences or memories. You can form a bond through playfulness. You can form a bond through joy. You can form a bond through ambitions and things that you're working towards. So it's like play, becoming closer through play instead of through all the deep, dark stuff, right? That's how trauma bonds are created. And because you're coming into healthier relationships, you're going to be finding a more productive or constructive way to bond and to become closer and to get to know each other. Now, I'm sure that in this relationship, you will get to know all the deep, dark, buried stuff, because the longer you know somebody, you know those details about a person. But the bonding, the coming close together, getting to know each other, can be, as I said, through joy, through happiness. And this is what I feel is happening here with the Sun card, and that this is true love. This is true love. Okay, this is like life partner. This is like love that lasts a lifetime. Now, the next card coming up here for the Scorpio collective is another major arcana card. So this is a really significant soulmate. This is a really significant relationship. We have the wheel. And the wheel is moving on into new cycles, moving on into a new direction, moving forward, progressing, right? So this is a relationship that's going to progress. This is a relationship that's going somewhere. There could be a sense here, as I'm looking at this wheel, it almost feels like the Chariot card to me. So there could be here like a sense of travel. Maybe you all are getting together and talking about traveling, and maybe there's like plans to travel together, with like the goal of figuring out where you want to settle down or where you want to live, right? With this Five of Pentacles, maybe both of you are feeling like you're not overly attached to friends or family, or like you're kind of ascending or going in a new direction, or for economical reasons, whatever it might be. Something about the wheel makes me feel like there may be discussion or plans. Maybe it's not happening in November, but you all might talk about it, or discuss it, to kind of travel together as a couple and check out a few different places, with the idea of settling down and kind of getting a fresh start. So maybe you guys are wanting to look at different states or different cities, different towns, different countries, I don't know. But there may be talk here of like traveling together, or If both of you are in a position where you have passive income, or you have the kind of job where you could earn money from like anywhere, like you're working from home, in other words, like you work from home or something, or the work you do, you can just kind of go from town to town. There may be something here where you all might be deciding to spend some time on the road together or traveling together, as a means to kind of get to know each other better, or uh again, deepen the connection, the relationship, kind of maybe like, see, get to know each other in a different dynamic, different way, deeper level. There could be something here about like going on the road together, even though I know the wheel is not always gonna be like actual physical travel or physical movement. As I said, something about the card is making, like, giving me chariot vibes. But the wheel card is progress, right? Progress, moving on, moving forward, uh, going to the next thing. So these are very positive cards. I would also say this is a very significant soulmate and true love energy. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, your Venus sign. Sometimes your Venus sign might resonate more than your sun sign or your moon sign when it comes to love readings. And sometimes it can vary, right? Sometimes it can vary. So I do have a link in the description of the video that will help you see the other love readings, and you can get an idea of what kind of resonates more for you. Weekly forecast, don't forget to check out the weekly forecasts. Those are linked in the description. And I also have a link in the description to take you to my scheduling page, calendly.com/amethystangelite, where you can schedule a private reading with me. Now through like middle December, I've decided to set aside 10% from the income that comes in from the private readings, to buy toys for Toys for Tots and donate those for kids who are in need. And I will take pictures of everything I buy. I'll take pictures of the donation I'm dropping off, and I will absolutely positively share that in the community tab so you guys can see what contribution is being made. But I don't know why I haven't thought of doing that before, but I was like, I need to do that this year. So if you want to book a private reading with me, you and you like the idea of contributing towards that, then please feel free to check out the reading page and see what reading options look good to you. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Please come back tomorrow from whichever day you're watching this, and check out the daily messages on the channel as well, because I've been doing daily messages on here. If not, come back and check out the December love reading. Check out the weekly forecasts. Thanks for being here, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful November. Bye.